Hey everybody, welcome to another Driven Hunter podcast brought to you by Mission Crossbows. Today's kind of a cool day because I got some special guests with me. They're from Aluma, our trailer company, and we got Erin here and we got Terry, and this is their first podcast, so this is going to be fun. You know what? It's just about having fun, relaxing, and we're just going to shoot the breeze, right?
Yeah, fun, right?
That's what it's about. So, yeah, today these guys came over to our place, got to see our production facility, and they brought us a couple new trailers, which we are super excited about. And we put them to the test already. We're out using them today. A couple snowmobile trailers, which is right time of year, right? Got a lot of snow here in Minnesota right now.
Absolutely, yeah. And this year especially, we've gotten so much snow this year. It's a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. These trailers are phenomenal. And, you know, we're going to talk about some of the different models that we've used in the past here at Driven and some of the new stuff that you got coming out. So this is going to be a fun little, talk. I appreciate you guys showing up.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's that time of year, right, where we're just kind of regrouping after hunting. We had a long hunting season. I got to say that, the product worked awesome in the field. And really, that's honestly why our partnership even started, is because trailers are a big part of what we do here at Driven. All right, we have Polaris as a partner, and we need something to haul our equipment around. And when I started looking at different trailer companies, there was one that stood, way above the rest, and that was you guys at Aluma. I mean, you guys are known for quality. And you guys manufacture here in the United States, which is really cool. It's American-made product. And when I got to go and see the factory and tour it and see how your trailers are actually built, I got to say I was pretty darn impressed because you can see that there's a lot that goes into them. I mean, and, just all the way down to the fine details that you put in, the accessory packages that you offer. Man, it's pretty impressive. And like I said, that day when I was at that factory, Bancroft, Iowa. Is that
yes?
That's
you
how
said
you
it
say
right. Yeah.
Little small community up. I guess it's in northwest Iowa, right?
Yes. One of two locations. We have one in Bancroft and one in Emmitsburg as well.
I didn't even know that. Because the Bancroft one is so big and so massive that when I went there, I was like, it was a small city inside a city, right? I mean, the plant and the production facility was amazing. And, when we were walking on the floor, I was meeting people that were hunters and sportsmen, and that was cool because they recognized who I was. And I'm like, hey, man. And they were like, I'm so glad you showed up. And the people there, you get that feeling when you walk in there and you just start talking to people that they enjoy what they do. They love what they stand behind as far as what they do, manufacture. I mean, that's ultimately what makes the brand, right? And it's so cool.
Yeah, and since it's such a small community, everybody knows everybody, for better or for worse, I guess. But everyone has each other's backs, which is nice. Everyone is kind of like a family. Like I said, everyone knows everybody. Everyone gets along. So that helps going into the quality of the trailer because everybody is surrounded by people that they know and love. So it's easy to make a quality product when you're in those conditions.
Right.
Me.
And they take a lot of pride in their work. I mean, we have a great workforce. They all care about Aluma, and I must say they take a lot of pride in what they do there.
Oh, you can tell that, Dan invited me to come over sometime when you guys should get together and have a summer picnic or an employee appreciation type of thing. And I'm like, man, count me in because that would be so cool to just meet everybody. I got to meet a lot of people there, but I was just, again, super impressed just on the folks that I did say hi to and just how welcoming they were and proud that I was helping represent that brand. And it's just been awesome because when we've put these trailers to the test out there, really, I mean, we've hauled them all over the country, from the south all the way up to the east and west, and we've been out west with them, hunting mule deer. We've done a lot with these trailers. One of my favorite trailers of all time is the 7712 HBT, and that trailer right there is hauled our side by side, across the country and then some. But it's also hauled some big bucks home, and we want a trailer that when I hook onto it in Minnesota and I got to go out to Colorado, I know that I'm not going to have to worry about it breaking down, something majorly happening to it. It's built solid, and it's going to hold up to those kind of road systems and all that stuff out there, because that's not a friendly place to drag a trailer around, for sure.
That trailer is a particular workhorse, and it's probably our most popular trailer, I would say, and it fits you guys to a T with what you do and what you're hauling. It's excellent for the sports enthusiast, and it just works really good. And
it's fast, and it's honestly, the thing I really like about your trailers is there's something that, you don't need a forklift to move around. You can pick it up. Nicole, she can move even some of your bigger trailers around by hand. And these things are light, but they are strong,
They're lightweight, very durable, and maintenance free, which is the kind of the idea behind it all. But yeah, it fits you guys to a T. So,
oh yeah. One of the other trailers I really like is the 7816 BT, and that is just a longer version, really, of the shorter one. But that's nice because if I pull maybe 2 units on there, or if I have an attachment, which a lot of times we are food plotting and doing a lot of stuff for land management in the spring and stuff, where I might have something hooked onto the back of the ATV or the side by side. I don't have to unhook it. I can keep it hooked up and pull the whole thing on that full-length trailer, and it fits just perfect in there, and I can go to that location, unload quickly, then load it back up without going through all these different steps that other trailers might offer. So that trailer is another one of my favorite trailers, I guess you might say. You got so many in the line, yeah. I can't even keep up with them. Dan told me he found out that I'm a kind of a car fanatic, and I have my old high school car, which is a 77 Corvette. And he said, you need a trailer to haul that car around. So we're working on that. That's down the road. That's something that would be super cool to get, and be able to transport that car to like a car show or wherever I might want to drive it.
And it's yellow, so it's the right color. It's on brand.
That's right. It's on point with the Aluma brand colors.
That 7816 that we were talking about we call it our lightweight car hauler. But you can do so much more with it, as you well know, because it's perfect for the side by sides and what you guys are doing. So
it's a perfect trailer, for what we use it for. The snowmobile trailers that you just brought over, and we used a little bit today and tried them out. Tell me a little bit about them, because we started with basically the 2-place. It's a 8612T, and that is super ultra lightweight but durable. I was impressed by the new decking that you guys come out with.
Yep, that's the Nudo flooring that we just made standard within the past year, and it's very weather resistant, and it holds up to the carbides on the skis and stuff. And it's lightweight. Probably our entry level tilt bed snow trailer for the people that don't need the bigger 4-places, and it's economical. And
well, I'm going to put it right away to the test. We're going to do some ice fishing with it, where I can haul just my ice shack on it and my snowmobile, and we do, the river is right here, so we go down there quite a bit. But with that, I can easily, again, drive the sled on there. It's a tilt bed. Nicole and I can do it without having to rustle a snowmobile around. In the 861213, that has a drive on back ramp, and then you can drive off the front of the trailer as well.
Right, 862213.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, meaning it's a 22-footer.
Yep.
But drive on and drive off with the combo salt shield and ramp on the front, and that's the workhorse. that gets put to the test.
The big boy.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, if we're going to the cabin, which we have a cabin up in Solon Springs, Wisconsin, which is about 4 hours, that's, most likely where kids always go. We got a number of snowmobiles we got to haul up there, so that's the one we're going to take for sure.
Yeah, and we've upgraded that with the bigger tires on it because you're hauling more weight, and it rides smoother, and all of those have the rubber torsion axles for a smoother ride. So
yeah, we're right now, like, if anybody's interested, obviously, in getting a new snowmobile trailer, that's the workhorse. That's the one to get. I like that trailer. Again, it's bulletproof. I love the new. You call that the Nano?
Nudo.
It's like a noodle.
Noodle. And
Some people call it noodle flooring.
Noodle flooring, yeah.
It looked like it reminded me like a thick cutting board, like you'd have in your kitchen because it's built such out of that.
It's
hard
really strong.
material.
Yeah, it doesn't the skis and the carbines on the machines don't eat up that floor like they do the plywood. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's kind of cut proof in that regard. So
That's super smart. Again, and super easy to run the ramps and stuff like that. You don't even need two people to pick a ramp out. I did that today. I pulled the ramp out, set it on its ledge, and hooked it up, and one person job, right? So that was awesome. I like that. Those trailers are awesome. Do you got anything in the line that's coming out that you might want to let people know that's kind of exciting?
well, Erin, you might know something
going
on
this one.
something going on behind the scenes at
Without
the
giving
factory.
out too much information, I guess.
We'll have everybody signing in.
Yeah. We did just come out with a models of 7815. So it's kind of like your 7816 that you have. It's only a single axle though, but it's with a 4,000 pound axle. And it's for the bigger side-by-sides because, side-by-sides are just getting bigger and bigger. So that trailer is built mostly for those bigger side-by-sides, so you can fit at least one on there, possibly two, depending on what size you have.
That's the one to go with.
Yes.
That's a high recommendation.
We are working on some redesigns that I can't really talk too much about.
Sorry to throw you under the bus, Erin.
No, it's fine. But yeah, they're just some models that we have that we've had for a while that could use a little update. So that's kind of what we're working on. Hopefully, we have a trade show in September. Hopefully, a lot of those redesigns will be out by then.
Yeah, that's when you're going to kind of unveil and launch it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, side-by-sides, as you know, have just become such a big deal. We go up to our cabin, like I said, it's in northern Wisconsin, and it's a culture up there. I mean, it's really, what the cool part is, it's really rejuvenated where the snowmobile industry back in the day really left off. And, when they quit getting the amount of snow, of course, this year's a whole lot different, but, the industry itself has really boomed, and, all the local retailers and stuff have really benefited from the side-by-side industry. And you see a ton of people trailering side-by-sides, Razors, Rangers, whatever. They are trailering these, from their homes, which is generally, in the southern part of the state, maybe down here in Minnesota, and trailering to their cabins up in the northern side. You know what's funny? Nicole, believe it or not, she comes from Southern Illinois. I told everybody that I rescued her and brought her back here, kind of like a puppy at the pound. She said she'll tell a different story, but anyways, yeah. And she come up here, and we of course went up to the cabin. She's like, "This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. In Southern Illinois, we don't have this culture, but here in Minnesota, we all know the culture. You go north to the cabin, right? That's our culture, which is." It's part of living here, right? And that's why we do it. That's why we love Minnesota and, of course, northern Wisconsin and all that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, we got some cool stuff coming up, though. I'm excited about getting on the road some more this spring. We're going to be, traveling all around the Midwest, hunting, of course, turkeys, and we might even go take the units up into Canada and do some bear hunting as well. So. Yeah, this is going to be a fun. We got a lot of work coming up, but I'll tell you, the fall was amazing, and of course, I got to thank you guys for building such a quality product because it really, There was absolutely no problems, no maintenance, no nothing. I mean, outside of just washing the ice and the maybe the Kansas nasty red dirt off them, that was pretty much it. So they worked awesome. So we appreciate that.
So much of you brought this up. So much of the side-by-side market is what's driving our industry now. Like Erin mentioned, with the new 7815 model trailer, it's driving what we're building, what we're looking at building, and our future too. So we're kind of tied together that way.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I got to ask you how you guys survived the COVID days, and because that was a challenge for you guys, right?
It was a challenge.
Everybody was buying trailers.
Everybody. Erin can speak to that because she lived through the factory.
I lived through the
factory issues.
It was tough. It was. It really was. Okay, my position is inside sales. I do a lot of customer service. And so that was definitely a very busy time for us. And our lead times were just so far out there because everyone wanted trailers. And I think a lot of it was they bought side-by-sides because you couldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
You couldn't do anything else. So you bought a side-by-side. I know we bought a camper because we can't stay in hotels. We can't do this. We can't do that. So let's buy a camper and we can stay wherever we want. So I think COVID at first obviously made everything stop. But then once it started again, we were on a roll. And it just took off from there. And it was exciting to see, but it was at the time we were just taking it day by day because we didn't know what the next day was going to look like, just like everyone else.
Right. And I mean, you guys have gotten back to, full swing production now?
Yes, full swing production. Both plants are full, which is good. So we're staying busy. We keep getting more orders every day.
Awesome.
So yeah, we're rolling.
So if I want to buy a new trailer, I should be able to find a new Aluma trailer at a dealer without too much problems.
You should, yeah. The dealers lots are now stocked back up, which they got pretty low during that whole time, but they're stocked back up now, and everybody's getting in more shipments every day. And so there's trailers for pretty much every application out there.
I have noted to myself how many, you guys got a real fleet of quality dealers around the country. We have some close to here that we go get our trailers from, and great folks. And if you want to find a dealer in your area, how do they do that?
They can go on our website, alumaklm.com, and we have a dealer locator there, and they can just search by their zip code to find the closest one.
That's pretty darn simple, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Easy. Well, yeah, that is awesome. I appreciate you guys showing up today. I really do.
It was fun.
We had fun today out there playing around with the new products and talking shop here with, of course, Terry and Erin. It's been awesome. Can't wait to put the new trailers to the test. We'll let you know how they're doing, but I'm sure they're going to be awesome. Can't wait to get my hands on some new products. Of course, Dan's going to hand deliver that new car hauler. He promised me for the Corvette. So
yeah, you have to give him a ride in that Corvette first, though.
Oh, I'll give him a ride. We're not going to have the trailer hooked on behind either.
No.
Unless we're going to try to break the speedometer off on that thing. So we'll have a lot of fun. But if you guys are interested in getting a new trailer, I highly suggest you guys look at Aluma and give these guys a try, because I don't think you're going to be disappointed. They've certainly exceeded our expectations. So, thank you guys again. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having us.